Reform education system. Educational institutions need to emphasize on holistic learning, critical thinking, and practical skills over rote memorization and standardization that are being used from decades and not even questioned. And if it is questioned, it's not answered because the authorities don't have answer for this. They just blindly follow the imposed rules and the system that just test our memorization capabilities. We learn and mug up things and formulas for a certain period of time and just try to recite it and again write the same things on the paper of the answer sheets just to earn the grade. If it makes sense, we are able to comprehend the things. No, who even cares? So that is what leads us to hopelessness, and we don't have anyone to blame, though the educational ministers has to come forward and take some initiatives and bring some changes in this. This is not a blame game. We all have been suffering from this. The next generation is also gonna face the same things, and it puts us in a survival mode, and which is making us hopeless, just caught in this loop which doesn't serve any purpose and make any sense. But now it's just glorified that degree holds our worth, right? Our credibility needs a validation from a degree. Though we are employable, we have to show degree and certifications. Though we put in the traits and skills to sustain in any job role. So these are the flaws in this model, and since this model has been made and it has been imitated by many of the developing and developed countries, it has created a mess with young minds, their childhood, their curious sensing abilities, their creative minds. We are exploiting and manipulating with the knowledge which doesn't really make any positive impact, which has to work as a fostering innovative environment to make them learn, to enhance their innate abilities, to be in the nature and understand our own body, our behavior, how our mind and body works, is not being taken an emphasis on. So at every phase, when an individual is growing up and going through this thing in this endless loop, he becomes passive aggressive because these questions leads them into feeling worthlessness and being hopeful for the change. But when our efforts are in vain, it also eventually leads us to be hopeless. And the youth and the younger minds are vulnerable. They can easily be influenced. So why aren't we bring changes that will empower an individual, not to make them employable, which is a facade, which is not proving its purpose at it has been sold as a marketing strategy, as a societal norm that degree will make us employable, but it does not making anything regards to employability. We can see the unemployment rate because the basic things are not being taught, because keeping us busy in the race or trap of a system which doesn't encourage critical thinking, questioning the things how and why they are the way they are. You're suppressing the younger minds and imposing the rules which you couldn't justify.